So I thank my party for giving me an opportunity to speak on the budget. On 1st of February 2026, on a freezing Sunday morning, we wait in high expectation. Nation awaits in hope. Stock exchange keep fingers crossed. And 3 days before, economic survey is tabled with key challenges in it. We expected, nation expected, stock exchange expected, the identified challenges in the economic survey would be addressed by the finance minister in the budget speech. Then came the much awaited moment. We heard Madam Finance Minister speak for 85 minutes, 15,623 words. We heard words like first kartavya, second kartavya, third kartavya, sankalp, yuva shakti, viksit bharat, fiscal prudence. We heard phrases like action over ambivalence, reform over rhetoric, people over populism, Atmanirbharata. But sir, we did not hear Economic Survey 25-26. Nation did not hear challenges outlined in the Economic Survey. We heard stock market crashing, stooping all the time low immediately after the finance minister's budget speech. Nation did not hear about the capital investment, of unemployment issue of slow growth rate, of slow fiscal consolidation, all of these issues which were outlined in the economic survey. We heard, nation heard from the Honorable former Finance Minister P. Chidambaram sir spoke at length. And Randeep Surjewala ji brought to light in detail false announcements versus media hype, the reality of zero allotment and zero spending, the fund cut in crucial sectors, and how the rural poor and poor farmers stands ignored in this budget. And Neeraj Dangeji highlighted the play of numbers in this budget, how the youth, SC/ST, laborers stands ignored in this budget. So I want to add few concerns. The budget was on 1st of Feb. On 2nd Feb, in the midnight hours, when India was sleeping, President Trump announced to the world US-India trade deal. President Trump dictated to India lower trade barriers, stop purchase of Russian oil, buy oil from US and Venezuela. President Trump did a shout out. Modi also committed to buying more than $500 billion worth of US energy, technology, agricultural and other products, all in the midnight hour, sir. We remember the words of our first Prime Minister spoken at the midnight. Tryst with destiny. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Yes. And now it is tryst with destiny. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when India sleeps, Prime Minister Narendra Modi compromised with America. Under the cover of darkness, PM surrendered India's markets to America. Was Madam Finance Minister also kept in the dark? And after the whole world came to know, our Prime Minister tweeted, sir, I quote, "Wonderful to speak with my dear friend, Ms. President Trump. Delighted that made in India products will now have a reduced tariff of 18%. Big thanks to President Trump on behalf of 1 billion people of India for this wonderful announcement." I unquote. So please note, word wonderful twice in one tweet. 56-inch surrendered to President Trump, along with the future of 1.4 billion people surrendered to America. Sir, I respectfully ask the Prime Minister and Finance Minister, is it really wonderful? Is it really wonderful to lower the trade barrier to US? Is it really wonderful to surrender our freedom to decide from whom we should buy oil from? Is it really wonderful to give a whooping commitment of $500 billion worth of US energy, technology, agriculture and other products? Will it be really wonderful for our farmers? I respectfully ask the Prime Minister, Is it really wonderful to have 6th February order by US President which says Washington will establish a US monitoring committee tasked with overseeing India's implementation of the oil prohibition and violation? I respectfully ask the Prime Minister, isn't this US monitoring committee mechanism kick-starting precedents for foreign oversight of India's policy decisions? I respectfully ask the Prime Minister, isn't this marking the beginning of a rare instance of American oversight on the India's energy sector sourcing decisions and clear attack on India's sovereignty? Are we a rogue nation to be monitored? I respectfully ask the Prime Minister, isn't this presidential order by your so-called wonderful friend effectively surrendering India's energy security to America's presidential whims? Our Prime Minister said wonderful twice. For this, nation would like to know, nation has a right to know. Just as I remembered Nehruji, I am also remembering another Prime Minister who said many years ago to US, you send your 7th fleet across the 7 seas. We will see your fleet here. Neither your fleet nor your captain of the fleet will go from here. That is courage. She is Indira Gandhi, remembered as Iron Lady of India. So now let me speak about my home state, Kerala. The unit budget once again has shown complete neglect towards Kerala. Kerala was expecting aims, but no aims. Kerala was expecting high-speed rail, but no high-speed rail. No allocation for the long-cherished Nilambur-Nanjangud railway line. Kerala was expecting Vizhinjam Port second phase development, but no approval, no allocation. Kerala was expecting special project for rubber, but nothing for rubber. Kerala was expecting special project to reduce the challenge of man-animal conflict and projects to counter agricultural loss, but nothing. Kerala was expecting project for modern paddy storage, but nothing. Wayanad MP Priyanka Gandhiji has been continually requesting for Wayanad, but requests for Wayanad package still remain unfulfilled. Expecting Pravasi rehabilitation, nothing. Kerala was expecting 21,000 crore special package considering the loss cost to GST, reducing borrowing limit, but nothing. And what did Kerala receive, sir? Kerala received AMA, the sea turtle. Newspapers are a reflection of the mood of the state. Sir, see, sir, it's not Atmanirbhar, it's Amanirbar, which is I want to authenticate. And sir, Kerala received rare earth corridor in Kollam and Alappuzha. But for that, we have our concerns, sir. Whether it will pose grave threat to the ecology, Kerala's fragile ecosystem and livelihood. Fisher folk and coastal community have concerns, sir. Also, there is concern whether this is exploitation to protect corporate interest masquerading as policy. We often hear Prime Minister, Home Minister, Finance Minister speaking about cooperative federalism. But in reality, Kerala experiences not cooperative federalism, only non-cooperative federalism, sir. Kerala has not received its fair share. This is not cooperative federalism, but rather denigrative federalism. Kerala is treated not as a partner, but as a political inconvenience by the union government. BJP-led NDA government not practice constitutional federalism, it practices punitive federalism. This discrimination is not accidental. It is structured, deliberate, and institutionalized. So it is not cooperative federalism, it is frustrative federalism. Kerala stands virtually erased from the union budget 26-27. None of the request proposals made by Kerala was considered, sir. Zero consideration. So it is not cooperative federalism, it is non-operative federalism. Yes. I conclude by saying development funds are not political favors. They are the constitutional right. Yes. Kerala is not asking for charity. Kerala is demanding fair share. We can only speculate if Kerala's share has been allocated to the $500 billion surrender to America. We had local body elections,
Conclude,
sir,
Sariye.
a month ago. And let me bring to the knowledge, sir, I'm concluding, knowledge of this
आप
House,
जल्दी समाप्त
out of
करिए बात।
346 district panchayat division, the party which leads the government in center does not have a single district panchayat member. Let me tell assertively, it
आधा
will be
मिनट में बात
same
पूरा
story
करिए।
in I'm concluding, sir. Same in the assembly election as well, a story of refusal to surrender the secular fabric that protects Kerala. Thank you, sir.